Dying is easy. Comedy is hard. I believe it was Shia LaBeouf who said that. So young, so wise.
Love him or hate him,
I know you find me irresistible, all right?
it's unlikely that you've never heard of him. Though his recent antics have been pretty uncouth, this Hollywood bad boy started out as many others tend to, warming the hearts of children and embarking on devilish adventures. LaBeouf made his first notable appearance in the 1998 TV movie Breakfast with Einstein, and spent a bulk of the late 90s and early 2000s popping up on series like The X-Files, Touched by an Angel, ER, and Suddenly Susan. His biggest early break came as the starring role in the Disney Channel series Even Stevens and in the 2003 Disney film Holes. With his name in the spotlight and a Daytime Emmy Award in his pocket,
16 got an Emmy, what the hell?
it quickly became more than a project a year for the young star, and in 2007, he was presented with the role of a lifetime alongside Optimus Prime and the Autobots in Michael Bay's Transformers. As Hollywood's new young action star, LaBeouf also appeared alongside the great Indiana Jones and went on to continue the Transformers series for 2 additional films.
Pretty good, right?
As many young stars come to find, though, with the spotlight comes the responsibility of, well, being responsible. Legal troubles started to surmount as early as 2005, and over the course of 9 years, LaBeouf had multiple run-ins with local law enforcement. As the worst side of fame seemed to take a hold of the once prolific actor, his fans and Hollywood gawkers got a display of what some considered the actor's worst year. 2014 started off rough for Shia. He started by making headlines during strange press surrounding the artistic sex drama Nymphomaniac, specifically when he randomly walked out of a press conference.
When the seagulls follow the trawler, it is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
And walked around at the Berlin Film Festival with a paper bag on his head touting, "I am not famous anymore." Throughout the year, LaBeouf was accused of plagiarizing Daniel Klaus's graphic novel Ghost World with his 2012 short film HowardCantor.com, went on a performance art kick with #IamSorry, where he wore his infamous paper bag and let guests berate, scream at, and chastise him, and was arrested at a performance of Cabaret on Broadway. Though Fury, the 2014 war film he starred in alongside Brad Pitt, fared well at the box office, LaBeouf was called out for his extreme method acting, which included cutting his face, pulling a tooth, not showering, and converting to Christianity to better fill the role of Boyd Bible Swan. Towards the end of the year, in an October interview with Ellen DeGeneres, LaBeouf took responsibility for his incredible actions, claiming they were part of an
existential crisis, which turned into some kind of like exploration, really. I had some hiccups, some judgment error.
With his sincere apology in the bag, it appeared the eclectic star would be able to return to the limelight with his head held high. And so he did on October 21st, 2014, when Rob Cantor released the YouTube video Shia LaBeouf Live.
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf.
Directed by Scott Ulfelder and featuring an impressive chorus, orchestra, and array of dancers, Shia LaBeouf Live has earned over 45 million views and gave the actor the chance to make light of his recent frolics. Suddenly, things seem to be on an upswing. Most recently, Shia has starred in the 2016 film American Honey and worked alongside former Nymphomaniac star Stellan Skarsgård for Borg vs. McEnroe, with DC fans pushing for LaBeouf to star as former Robin Jason Todd, otherwise known as Red Hood in the Batman universe. The stars may be shining brightly for the once troubled star. That is, if he can stay out of the media spotlight for long enough. Joining millions of Americans displeased with Donald Trump's presidential election, LaBeouf returned to performance art in a form of protest. Titled "He Will Not Divide Us," the New York City piece involved protesters lining up in front of a stationary camera and reciting the title.
He will not divide us. He will not divide us.
What was meant to be a peaceful form of objection blew up in LaBeouf's face when he engaged a Trump supporter and was arrested for the altercation that followed. Though Shia was quickly released, He Will Not Divide Us was dismantled by the Museum of Moving Image after it started to spark violence and outrage.
It's an interesting social and art experiment, but ultimately I don't think it worked, which is too bad.
Sure, we can commend him for trying to speak his mind in a peaceful manner, but it appears LaBeouf will always have that sharpened edge to him that the media will always find a way to throw into the spotlight.